We just started about the DML operation where we inserted parent-child records. We inserted the parent record and the child for a corresponding parent we have inserted. Now we have update operation. So let us look into the next one. How do you perform the update operation? So what is the syntax of update operation? Update S object, array of S object. Update the S object or array of S object. When do you perform update? We are supposed to write a SQL query, fetch the data, perform the update. We are supposed to write a SQL query. We are supposed to write a SQL query, fetch the data and modify it. Now the data which is already existing in the table, only the data can be updated. So if you want to update, write a query, get the data which is in the database, then update it. Let me take an example. Write a query to fetch all the opportunities whose stage name is write a SQL query to fetch all the opportunities whose stage name is prospecting. Write a SQL query to fetch all the records whose stage name is prospecting. So we are going to take for opportunity. I wrote a SQL query. Now take one by one opportunity. Take one by one opportunity. Update the data. So what I'm doing? Taking one by one opportunity record here. OP dot stage name closed one. I am modifying the record. Close date. System.today. Then update optilist. Write a query, fetch the data. Write a query, fetch the data. Write a query, fetch the data, and modify the data. Update it. Write the query. Write the query. Now write a SQL query. Get the data. Write the SQL query, get the data, modify the value, stage name equal to closed one, close date equal to system.today, update it. So any data that is there in the database, if you want to modify, write a query, get the data, then make an update. Write a query, get the data, then make an update. Write a query, get the data, then update it. I hope you're good with this. Okay. Now let us take the next one. Write a query to fetch all the opportunities whose close date is in this week and update their stage name as closed one. Write a query to fetch all the opportunities whose close date is in this week. Complete this operation. Then how did you write it? List of opportunity, opti list, select. Where close date equal to this week. Take one by one opportunity. Opti list. Then update opti list. Update opti list. Update opti list. Fetch all the leads which are created this month and update the rating as fetch all the leads which are created this month and update the rating as hot. Lead source as the. Start writing the code. Done. Write a query, list of lead. This month. Take one by one record. Update leads. Update leads. I hope you are good with this. People are good. So when do you go for update? Write a query, get the data, modify, update. Any data that is stored to database, if you want to modify, we are supposed to write a SQL, get the data, modify, update it. So without making a DML, we cannot modify the data which is saved to database. Okay. Next one, we have delete operation. How do you delete? Delete S object or now we have delete S object or array of S object. So what we do? Write a query to fetch all the account records whose rating is hot and delete them. If you want to delete, what we are supposed to do? If you want to delete, write a query, get the data, then delete it. Unless the data is stored to database, we cannot delete it. So write a query, get the data, then delete it. Write a query, get the data, and delete it. Write a query, get the data, and delete it. Now go ahead with this. Write a query to fetch all account records whose rating is hot and delete it. Delete it. Write a query to fetch all the leads whose lead source equal to web and delete them. Delete the leads. Write a query all the cases whose origin is select ID from case. Delete cases. This is what we have done. Now we have seen insert, update, delete. What is the next operation we have? Undelete. The next operation what we have is undelete. What is this undelete? Records which are already deleted, we want to get those records back to the table. Undelete. Which records? Records which are deleted, those records will be undeleted. Records which are deleted, those records we want to undelete. Records which are deleted, with those records we want to undelete it. Now let us see how you do this. So we have undelete S object or array of S object. So how do you get the data which is deleted? How do you get the data which is deleted? How do you get the data which is deleted? So here we have fetch all those accounts which are deleted and undeleted. List of accounts where is deleted equal to true, where is deleted equal to true, all rows. Why did I give all rows? Only when I give all rows, deleted records will be coming. Out of all rows means records which are deleted, which are not deleted. When I say is deleted equal to true, only those records which are deleted. All rows include deleted record, non-deleted record. Is deleted equal to true means only deleted records. From all the rows, from all the records, get me only deleted records and show this. Undelete accounts. Fetch all the contacts whose email is. How did you write it? List of contact. Unrelated contacts. Taken. Right. Let us take the next one. Upset. What is the meaning of upset? If data is already existing, update it. If data is not existing, create it. Now, based on two things, when you're going for upset, there are two parameters which you have to take. One parameter is, there are two parameters which you have to consider. One parameter is ID of the record. Second one is external ID. One is based on ID, other one is based on external ID. Let us take an example. I'm giving here list of account. List of account. Here I'm giving ACC equal to the next one, account A equal to accounts dot add ACC accounts dot add now one of the record has ID. Draw this existing record. This is existing record which I'm trying to modify. This is a new record. Now I have kept accounts, add ACC comma accounts. What will happen? ACC will be, whenever there is a ID, it is an existing record. That existing record is going to be updated. A will be ACC will be updated. A will be created. ACC will be updated. A will be created. ACC will be updated. A will be created. I hope you got my point. ACC is updated. A will be created, because we are performing. Whenever there is ID of the record, it is an existing record. Whenever there is ID of the record, it is an existing record. Whenever there is ID of the record, it is an existing record. If it is existing record, update it. It is a new record, create it. If it is existing record, update it. New record, create it. Are you getting my point? No, I want to do it on the basis of external ID. On the basis of external ID, how do you create? Let me give you an example here. Student, no fields here. Okay. Then I gave next my ID. Next, we took my ID. Now go back to the student. At the time of creating my ID, I was making it as what? ID1, ID2. Now I'm trying to create I'll give some. student dot my one is already existing, right? Upset student based on external ID. If that external ID is already existing, now go back to the record, first cross check. M Satish, no email ID, phone number, right? 1 2 3 4 5. This is the external ID. So then execute. Now, is it going to insert the record or update the record? So look at this. Let me refresh. Now you got here XID 1. The same record was updated because the ID was already existing. It is going to update it. Now offset. If you want to offset what I was supposed to do, offset subject. If you don't mention the ID of the record, if the record doesn't have any ID, then we are going to offset based on external ID. Boss, you want to offset based on external ID or based on ID of the record? If you want to go with the ID of the record, simply say offset a subject. When you say offset a subject, by default it will consider record ID and perform the update or create. If you want to take the abstraction based on any one of the external ID field, then you have to mention it. If you don't mention the external ID field, automatically it will consider Salesforce record ID and perform the upset operation. If you are not giving external ID field, by default it will consider Salesforce record ID. Is that was clear? Clear for everyone? Okay. Let us go to the next operation, merge. What is the merge? If you want to join 2 or more records as a single record, we go for merge. Merging 2 or more records into a single record. Merging 2 or more records into a single record. Merging 2 or more records into a single record. Let us take this example. Wipro. I have contact 1. This is how we have given. Now, this is account 1, this is account 2. ACC, account ACC, account XYZ. When I say merge ABC, when I say merge ABC XYZ, when I say merge ABC XYZ. Then what happened? The child records of XYZ. The child records of XYZ are reassigned to merge ABC XYZ. Child records of XYZ reassigned to ACC. Then delete this XYZ. Joining two or more records into a single record. Now, okay, account 1 corresponding child record. The account contacts opportunities cases. Account 2 contacts opportunities cases. When I say merge first record and second record. Child records of second one are reassigned to first one. Child records of second one are reassigned to first one and delete second one. Delete this record. I hope you're good. Is the was clear? Is the was clear for everyone? Right? Okay. Now, let me take an example. There are two records available to me, Wipro. Then I felt, why should I maintain two records? Both belongs to same company. Why should I maintain two records? Instead of that, I will try to make it as a single record. Why should I make it as a three records here? I want to make it as a single record. Then what I can do? I can merge them into single record. But when you are merging, this account may have a contact. This account have a Ravi as contact. This account Ravi as a contact. We have second Wipro. This has Kiran as a contact. Now, when you are merging, account is one, but the contacts I have to maintain, all the three I have to maintain. Are you getting my point here? Now, I felt that there are two records. Reliance entry is there, Reliance fresh entry is there. First, let us make it as a one single company called Reliance. But the associated people has to be a part of the opportunities are contacts. We want to maintain all the contacts, all the opportunities. But account I have to make it as single. We want to merge them as single record. When you say merge, child records will be reassigned to the first one. Now, merge record 1, record 2. Child records of record 2 are reassigned to record 1. Are you getting my point here? So let me give you this. The road. I equal to 0. I is less than was rod size. I plus plus. Then I am saying merge accounts of 0, accounts of I, merge accounts of I comma accounts of I plus 1. So accounts of 0 with accounts of 0 plus 1. Are you getting my point? Account record which is at 0 position, account which is at 1 position, merge it. Or else I can give simple. I can give I equal to 1. Then I give merge with accounts of 0 with accounts of I. Merge accounts of 0 first record with second record, third record, fourth record. Now we have records like this. ACC 0. Then what I told, merge ACC 0 with ACC. Then what will happen? ACC 1 will be deleted. Then again I told ACC 0 with ACC 2. So 2 will be deleted. ACC 0 with ACC 3. Did you get my point? Finally, we are taking the first record as parent and we are joining all the corresponding with the first record. Did you get my point here? Is that all clear? Right? Then go and execute. Then previously, how many Wipro records are there? 3 Wipro records. Go back and see here. 2 of them are deleted. DC given 2 account records are deleted. Now go to accounts. How many record is there? Only 1. But number of contacts what we have? Kiran K, Ravi K, Kiran L. Are you getting my points here? So when you merge record 1, record 2 merged. Record 2 child records are reassigned to record 1 and record 2 is deleted. I hope you are good with this. Right, boss? So again, I will make it. What are the operations that we have seen as of now? Insert, update, delete. All these are what? DML operations. Now, these are the keywords which are used to perform DML operations. What type of DML is this? Atomic or non-atomic? Atomic means, now let us see, I am inserting list of account. Let me show it. I'll show the example. Look at the point. Atomic or non-atomic? Now, I'll just try to show the concept of atomic and non-atomic. In account object, how many records we have? 14 records. Let me delete this also. Right. There are how many records are there? 13 records are here. In account object, how many records are there? 13 records are there. Now, try to perform the DML operation now. There are 13 records in the account. Now, account name is a mandatory field, right? So, Wipro. Right. First record. Second record I'm creating. This is how we got it. Now I am putting all the records. Then I'm giving insert accounts. Now, when I'm trying to insert these accounts, group of accounts I'm trying to insert. In this, do you have any problem with A1? There is no problem with A1, right? Now why? Whenever we are trying to insert a record, we have to ensure that all the required fields are entered. Whenever we are trying to insert the accounts, we have to ensure that all the required fields are entered. What is a required field in account? Only name field is required. If I enter the name, record will be inserted successfully. But when you try to insert the second record, I have not given the name. So the second record will fail. When I am trying to insert a group of record, one record was successful, another record was failure. Then what will happen? Will both the records fail? Or the first record is inserted successfully, second one will fail? Because the record which is failure, first is no problem. We have a problem with the second record. When there is a problem with any one of the record, will all the records fail? Or only that record will fail? That's the question. Now let us see. Previously, how many records are there? 13 records are there. Execute it. Now, what was that? It is a runtime error or compile time error? It will be a compile time error. Okay. Execute. Insertion failed. Required field missing name. That's what second record name field was missing. Go back to account and see. How many records are still? Wipro record is also not inserted. So what was the operation? If any one record fail, all the records will fail. When you are making a DML on a group of records, if any one of the record fail, all the records will fail. What is this operation called? Atomic operation. If any one of the record fail, all the list will fail. If any one record fail, entire list will fail. If any one record fail, entire list will fail, which is called atomic operation. Which is called atomic operation. Which is called atomic operation. So any DML operation that you perform with these keywords, they are atomic. Any DML operation you perform with the following keywords, it is atomic operation. Any DML operation that you perform with the following keywords, it is an atomic operation. Is that was clear for everyone? Is that was clear? Okay, any one of the following keywords if you use, it is an atomic operation. How to perform a non-atomic operation, we'll see in the next session. Right. So I hope you are clear with this. Insert, update, delete, undelete, merge, upset. Insert, required fields and validation should be obeyed. Update, it should be existing data in database. Delete, it should be existing data. I have to write a SQL query, then update. Write a SQL query, then delete. Undelete. Right. Write a SQL query, get the data which is in the recyclable and undelete. Merge, joining two or more records as a single record. When you join, second record change data is assigned to first record, second record is deleted permanently. Then we have upset. When you say upset, what is the meaning of upset? Okay. When you say upset, okay, if record is existing, it will update. If record is not existing, it will create. Now, it is atomic or non-atomic? It is atomic. Atomic means in the list of records, if any one of the record fail, entire list will fail. Clear, boss? That's all from my end for the day. We'll continue tomorrow.
Hey Satish, is this the first class related to DML operations?
It is second one.
I think the first one is not uploaded in the website.
I have to check it out.
Okay.
I'll check it. If it is not uploaded, I'll upload it.